and welcome to Tim Conley Drums. Well, today I got a list for you. If you are a musician that has been playing in bands over the years, there's a tendency that a lot of bands, especially bar bands, wedding bands, corporate bands, they play the same songs over and over and over, even from band to band to band. Now, the same can be true of a big name band, a ticketed band. Just imagine being in the Rolling Stones and having to play Satisfaction for the millionth time. It can be hard on you mentally playing the same songs over. You don't even have to think about it. It doesn't really stimulate you anymore, and you just go through the motions. Now, I can remember asking Zorro the drummer from Lenny Kravitz, how do you get yourself psyched up to play when you're playing the same songs over and over and over? And he did say something to me that stuck with me to this day. What he said was, you have to remember that almost everybody in the crowd, from venue to venue to venue, are seeing you for the first time. Are you going to leave them with the impression that you didn't care, you just went through the motions, that you didn't play well, etc., or are you going to give it your all and let the crowd leave the venue with a feeling of, wow, the band was great, drummer was awesome, I really enjoyed that. So that stuck with me. So despite my list, I'm going to give you of 15 songs I'm just completely tired of playing. Even though I'm going to give you this list, just keep that in mind, what I just said earlier. So I've narrowed it down to 15 songs and 2 honorable mentions, but quite honestly, all the years that I've played and how many songs I played, this list could be much, much bigger, but I narrowed it down. So please keep that in mind when you say in the comments, what about this song? What about that song? This is just what I've played. Like, for example, there's songs that people despise, like the Macarina, but I've never played it. So I can't say that I'm tired of playing it, because even though I don't care for the song, I've never actually played it. This is a list of songs that I've played over and over and over in many, many, many different bands, and I'm just tired of playing them. All right, so let's start at number 15. Number 15, amazing song, Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi. I have played that as either at the very end of the set or as the encore tune so many times, I can't even tell you how many times I played that song. It's probably one of the most played songs on my list of 15. And I'm just tired of playing it. It's a great song. I mean, it was great when it came out. It's still a great song today. But I'm just tired of playing it over and over and over and over. I'm no longer living on a prayer. Number 14, in the same genre, but a little bit older, Don't Stop Believin' Journey. Also a song. I actually really love the drum groove, and I actually took some lessons with the magical drummer, Steve Smith. And we went over this tune, actually, in the lessons, very, very briefly, because he really didn't want to teach me. I could just sort of tell. He's like me, he's tired of playing it too, so I get it. So Don't Stop Believin', another encore, end of the set encore song, but it's iconic. Everybody sings it. Same with Living on a Prayer, everybody sings it. It's almost like you have to play these songs, but I'm tired of playing them, I honestly have to admit. And this is only number 14. Number 13, You Shook Me All Night Long, AC/DC. Another one, also at the end of the night. Great song, great rock song, legendary, classic AC/DC. I played it a million times. I'm so tired of it. It is a great song. Almost all the songs on my list, you guys are going to go, oh, those are great songs. They are all great songs. but playing them over and over. Now, You Shook Me is hard to sing. So is actually Don't Stop Believin' and Living on a Prayer. They're all hard to sing. So a vocalist is way more challenged playing these tunes than I am in terms of drumming. I can drum these songs in my sleep, no doubt about that. I know the singers can sing them, not necessarily in the same way that John Bon Jovi and Steve Perry, and the AC/DC singer, we can't necessarily get a singer that sings exactly the same, but altering the, a step down or something, half step down maybe, that's usually how these songs happen. If you can come across a singer that can sing it in the original keys though, that's ideal. All right, next one, Johnny Be Good, Chuck Berry. Now, I actually haven't played this song for quite some time, but years ago, I used to play in a 50s band, and of course, what's a 50s band without Johnny Be Good? I mean, legendary tune, but I really never want to play it again. And there's a million guitar players out there that are going, yeah, I'm with you on that one. Next is American Woman, Lenny Kravitz. Now, I like Lenny Kravitz, and like I said, I studied with Lenny Kravitz's drummer, but I'm just not a fan of this song. So anytime I've had to play American Woman, it's easy to play. I just don't really care for the song, and I hope I never have to play it again. Continuing on the list, another great song, Mississippi Queen by Mountain. Now, this is a legendary classic rock tune, but every frickin' band plays it. Every band. Anytime I've ever played in or even subbed in a classic rock band, this song is always on the set list. And again, I'm just completely tired of playing this song. I mean, like I said, it's a great song, but I hope I never hear it again. Number 9, Brick House, the Commodores. I love the intro, drum intro. That intro is ingrained in my brain because I played it a million times. Another great, great song. I actually love this song, but I've just played it so many times. And here's the funny thing I want to mention. There is a song I'm going to tell you that's not on my list because I've only played it a few times, but it gets requested every show. Freebird, play Freebird, Leonard Skinner. You know how many times I've actually played Freebird? Maybe 5 times? I mean, hardly ever. It's a really difficult song to play. It's long. It's a fantastic song, Freebird. And despite the fact that it always gets requested, nobody plays it. Why? It's really challenging. It's super long. It's a very, very difficult song to play. It's a legendary tune, and I actually really, really like the tune, but nobody plays it. If I could actually, I've never actually really taken the time to really dig into the song. I mean, I played it, but I really didn't really dig into the song to see all the intricacies of it. But because, like I said, I've only played it a few times. So these other songs, however, I've played them a million times. All right, next one. I really hate this song. And I've had to play it so many times, especially in a wedding band. Do You Think I'm Sexy by Rod Stewart. I actually despise this song. Carmine Appice on drums, legendary rock drummer, cheesy tune, never liked it, hated the disco feel in it. Not that I hate disco music, to be totally honest, I just hate the feel. I hope I never have to play that song again. Here's another one. This is the newest song in my list. All of these songs I'm listing are almost all old. There's quite a few new songs that I could have put on this list, but I didn't. Newer songs. But this one is Poker Face by Lady Gaga. I hate the song. I'm not a fan of it, but playing in top 40 bands, more recently, I had to play this song over and over and over. Now, one time I played in a band that actually did a rock version of it, and I actually had fun playing it. But to play the original, just not a fan. It's always difficult. And tell me in the comments what songs you hated to play, because it's always difficult to play songs you're forced to play, but you hate them. Number 6, Stuck in the Middle, Steelers Wheel. Another actually great song. I love the cowbell in it. I played it so many times though. Everybody plays it. It's another one of those songs that every band plays because it's pretty easy to play. But I am completely sick of it. It's another one on my list here. And as we go along, from about 7, actually 8. So that Rod Stewart, number 8, down. I hope I never hear these songs again. I'm so sick of them. So Stuck in the Middle, number 6 by Steelers Wheel. Number 5 on the list. Even though it's number 5, I bet you I played this song probably more than any other song. And it's Play That Funky Music, White Boy. Wild Cherry. All of us have played this song a million times. It's a great song. It really is a funky, amazing, a groovy song. In the bands that I played in, I can remember when I ran the band, I would let the guitar player run with a really funky, crazy guitar solo, and we kind of altered the tune to make it more fun for us to play because all of us had played it so many times. But I really hope I never have to play that funky music again. I'm tired of playing that funky music. And here, number 4, despise this tune. I Love Rock and Roll, Joan Jett. Now, the funny thing about this one is, I debated this one and another one that is on my honorable mention list, because the honorable mention one is actually one that I debated which one do I dislike more. Well, it turns out it's I Love Rock and Roll. I just dislike it like crazy. The only thing about this tune that's interesting is that one section, I can't remember exactly where it takes place. I think it's every 4 bars where they drop a beat, and it seems like it's in 3/4 for just 1 bar. That part was the only interesting thing about this song. I'm just not a fan of Joan Jett, and I never ever, every time this song comes on the radio, I can't get to the volume to turn it down fast enough. Just so tired of it. Now, here's my top 3, and I think this is everybody's top 3 that's ever played in a band. I'm absolutely, I never want to hear these songs again. I never want to play them again. Just talking about them now is painful. Number 3, Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison. Oh my God. Played that song. Actually, I think maybe I played this one the most out of all the songs on the list because it's a fan favorite, but I'm just so sick of it. I never liked this song. I'm tired of it. I'm not a Van Morrison fan. I mean, I heard a story about Van Morrison where he's bipolar, and if you go to his show, if you get him on a good night, he'll sing all the songs, he'll play all the songs, you'll have a good night, and you'll enjoy the show. If you catch him on a bad night, and he's depressed, he won't sing, turns his back to the audience, pulls a Miles Davis. That's what Miles used to do. And it's almost like he just doesn't want to be on stage, but he doesn't cancel the show. He still does the show, but he doesn't do it. Now, who the hell wants to go and pay to see Van Morrison, but he doesn't do the show? Now, I've never seen Van Morrison in person. I've heard this story. This story was verified by a few people that actually went and saw him, and they said, oh, you were right. I saw him on a bad night, or he must have been having a bad night, and he was terrible. He didn't even sing any of the songs, or if he did sing, he only sang a few that he absolutely had to sing. All right, moving along, top 2. Oh my God. Mustang Sally by Wilson Pickett. Are you kidding me? That infamous break in the tune that everybody, waits for, that moment where there's that break in Mustang Sally. I never want to hear that break again. Now, again, this is a legendary song by Wilson Pickett. I actually really like Wilson Pickett, and I also love soul music and that whole 60s and early 70s era of all those fantastic Motown songs. They're amazing. I love them, I love them, I love them. I just don't want to play Mustang Sally ever again. I'm just not interested in Mustangs and Sally. I love Mustangs. I'm sure there's lots of lovely girls out there named Sally. Put the two together and I'm leaving the stage. All right, now here are my 3 songs that are going to get a mention. Heart of Glass by Blondie, Hair of the Dog by Nazareth, and Slow Ride by Foghat. And I'm gonna squeeze one more in there, Low Rider by War. Now, all these songs are legendary songs. They're actually great songs. I just don't really want to play them. I mean, Hair of the Dog by Nazareth is actually a really, really good song. I really like the song. I actually like all 4 of these songs. But I love, like I mentioned earlier, Heart of Glass. I'm just so sick of that tune. And I debated about it with I Love Rock and Roll. It ended up in the honorable mention after much, discussion amongst myself. Guys, you got to remember, these are my 15 plus, now 4 honorable mentions. Number one, despise this tune. Can't stand playing it. It hurts me to even talk about it. Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond. Can't do it. Can't do it. Cannot do it, people. This song has to be the most painful song for me to play. I'm just so sick of the ba, 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 and everybody sings it, everybody's drunk. I know it's popular. It's another song everybody sings. It's an anthem. Just sing it somewhere else where I don't have to hear it. These are my choices. Please, I'm dying to hear what your choices are. I'm also going to leave this list in the description. I'm going to put the list in the description. I couldn't play any of the songs for copyright reasons. Some of these songs are very, very copyrighted, and as soon as you even hear one note, boom, copyright claim. So I try to stay off YouTube's copyright radar, and I don't play music that I know is going to get copyrighted. These are all massively popular songs. Every single one of them is going to get a copyright, so I don't need 19 copyright claims against me. So anyways, guys, like I said, that's my list of songs I am completely tired of playing. I hope I never have to play them again. Now, that all being said, I know that some of these songs I'm probably going to have to play again because I'm healing. My hand is healing. I'll be back onto the circuit again, playing again soon, hopefully December, January. And I know, unless I'm in charge, because none of these songs are going to be on the list if I'm in charge, but if I get into a band, unless it's a tribute band, I will be playing some of these songs again. Oh no. Anyways, guys, thanks very much for watching, and as always, keep drumming. See ya.